So I have listed down different types of select statements here. We have 7 different types of select statements. Let's walk through one by one. So the first type is retrieving all the columns from the table. Okay, so how do you get all the columns? Either you can use select star from that particular table. The syntax is select star from table name, or you can tell that select is the keyword and then give the list of column, like all the column names from this table. So both will be returning the same result. So let's run it together and check if it is giving the same result. Okay, so the first result is all the columns are given and all the 3 records are displayed. And the second result is again all the columns and all the records have been displayed. So there is no difference. Either you can give a star or you can mention select number of columns which are existing in the particular table. So this is to retrieve all the columns. The second type is partial number of columns. I don't want to see all, say for example, the table is having 100 records. I don't want to see all the 100 records. What I need is 2 to 3 columns. So what I do is I list out only the required columns in my select statement. So how do you do that? Select test ID, test name, and test code. I need only these 3 columns from this particular table. Let's run this. I have got only 3 columns and the corresponding records. Okay, so there are actually 5 columns, but only 3 I have selected. So this is the second type. What is the third type is conditional retrieval. What do you mean by conditional retrieval is irrespective of number of columns. So far what we have seen, all the columns are partial select of columns. Irrespective of partial selection or all the columns, we can also do the restriction on the row wise. Okay, so it was constantly as 3 records. Now what I want to do is, I want to select all the columns, but I'm going to give a where clause. So how do you restrict the number of records? How do you do the restriction on the records? Is using a where clause. So let's run. I'm giving test ID equal to 101. See the result here at the bottom, it has 101, 102 and 104, and I'm going to select only 101. So in the result set, I should get only 1 record. Let's see if it is going to give us 1 record. Yes, we have got all the columns, but only 1 record. Okay. So the next type is conditioned on null values. Okay, what do you mean by conditioned on null values? So you are selecting list of columns from the particular table where you can give a value. That's what we have seen in the previous step. Now what we can do is, in case if you have a column with a null value, okay, in case if you have a column with a null value, then you can directly, instead of the particular column equal to 101, you can use is null. Okay, so then it will display if you have any null value record. Okay, that is the only difference between 3 and 4. Since we do not have any null value record here, let's check if we have. No, there are not. So let me change it. Let me open this particular table and insert a null value. Let me remove something from this table. Data. So I'm removing this data and then committing it. Okay. Okay. So now there is a null value here. Let's go back to the query and let's run this. Select. I'm supposed to get only 1 record because only 1 null value is there in the table, right? Only 1 null value. I want only this record. Can I select the record? Instead of giving a value, can I select it with is null? Yes, I can do. Yes, see, only 1 record. And not only just 1 record, instead of all the 5, I have chosen only 3 columns. So what I have done is I have applied partial selection of the columns and partial selection of the records. So partial selection of records will be happening in the where clause, and partial selection of the columns will be happening next to select. So select these columns from this particular table where only these conditions satisfy. Okay. So the next type is operators. You have so many operators. There are greater than, less than, equal to, like, between, in, and not in, and all. So here we are taking an example of like. Okay. So in like, what we are trying to do is, so in case if you don't know the exact value which is actually present inside the table, but you have this vague idea it starts with P. Okay, sometimes we used to remember this guy's name, this name is something starts with P. So can we guess or can we actually look into the brain that what is the name of this particular person which starts with P? The same can be done with in the query to the database as well. So we know we have a column. Okay, we have a column and we have this value which actually has the start letter as P. So then we'll use the operator like. This is mostly used. So I've taken this as an example. Okay, let's run this. What is the select statement? Select these set of columns from this table where the subject code excuse me, subject code like P, and inside next to that there is a percentage mark. What do you mean by this percentage mark? So it is going to cover whatever is after P. Okay, let's go to this table, test table 1, and see the subject code. Okay, subject code PSY is there, APT is there, and ENG. So obviously this PSY will be getting selected, one record. Okay, it starts with P and rest all, whether it is having S, Y, Z, whatever it is, not just one, anything. So let's run this and see if it is selecting that particular record. See, it is selected. Okay, test name, test subject code, and test subject mark. Okay, and conditioned and ordered. Okay, what do you mean by conditioned or ordered? So till now you have conditioned the number of columns here. I'm selecting list of columns from these, and if you want you can use the where clause also for conditioning the number of records. But for example here I have not used any where clause, but I want to order by. Okay, see, for example, in this table here I have 101, 102, and 104. So I want to order it. Okay. So I'm going to give this, select these columns from this table, order by test ID. Okay. I want to run this. See, 101, 102, and 104. I need not even have this column test ID as a column inside my select result. I don't have to display it in the result set, but I can use it in the order by clause. Okay, order by clause, I can use the test ID, but I need not even display it. But in what order it has to be, listed out in the result set, I can use. So I'm selecting name, test, subject code, and subject mark. But on what basis actually I'm trying to order is based on the test ID. The next one is last type, subqueries. This is a simple subquery. So whatever we have seen till now is all the basic select statements, where clause, order by clause, select from which, select all the columns, select all the rows, select particular columns and particular rows and all, with operators and null value and a particular value and all. So now what happens? There is a query. What do you understand by the subquery is you are giving a query result. Okay, select, you're trying to select a value, select test code from one table where you're giving some condition, and the result of this select query will be in the where clause of the outer query. So there are two queries here. Okay, subqueries are nothing but there are two queries here. Inside a select statement, there is another statement, another select statement. So the innermost query will get executed. That is the point here to be noted. The innermost query should be executed first so that the value of that select statement will be appearing. Based on that value or based on that where condition which is satisfied, the outer query will run. So what we have done here is select test code from test table 1. Okay, test table 1, you are selecting the code where test ID equal to 103. So let's run this select statement first. I've selected that particular statement and I'm clicking on run. So what it says is there is no record as 103. Let's go to test table 1. Okay, there is no record. See, 101, 102, and 104 is there. 103 is not there. That's why there is no result. Let's go and change this to 4 and see if there is that record getting selected or not. Okay. See, CQL. So now the test code is selected. So result of this select query is nothing but CQL value. CQL. Okay, select now the outer query. Let's go to the outer query. So select test domain from all test 1 where test code in this. Okay, so for example, whatever be the result set of the inner query, CQL is the answer, it is there. So replace this entire subquery inside query with the value CQL. So select test domain from this particular table where test code is CQL. That is what is going to be our result. Let's go and see if all test 1 is actually having. Run this. See, there is no record. Why there is no record? Probably CQL reference data will not have any data inside the all test table. That's why we are not getting any result. So what is the result now is the inner query is getting executed first and it actually gets the value. Based on the value, the outer query is trying to select it from another table. So it is referencing this value and trying to get the result set from the first innermost subquery and then executing the outer query. So this is how it actually, so it not demands that only two queries are supposed to be involved. You can think of more complicated select queries as well. Okay, these are the very simple select queries which I have given you for an example to understand the concept of data retrieval language. Select statement. Okay, so these are the basic select statements which you can try and explore.